Welcome to a brand new year of NASCAR Thunder presented by EA Sports. You're probably asking yourself, what's new in this year's game? Well, we're about to fill you in on all the cool new features you'll find in NASCAR Thunder 2004. Ever wish you could test your driving skills against gamers across the country? Well, if you have a network adapter for PlayStation 2 and an internet connection, you're going to get that chance. That's right, this year NASCAR Thunder has taken its racing online to let you settle the score with that buddy who lives across the country or that trash talker who lives across the street. Create an EA Online account or use an account you've created for another EA Online title, and you'll be ready to get out there and take on all challengers. This year, EA Sports is adding a little emotion to the mix with a new in-game Grudges and Alliances feature. For every action, there's an equal reaction, right? Well, in NASCAR Thunder 2004, it's no different. Drivers won't take too kindly to any unnecessary bumping and grinding out of the track. Hey, they've got feelings too. So if you take the liberty of trading some pain out there, you can expect a little payback. Think of it as road rage at 200 miles per hour. The way you interact with each and every driver out on the track will have an effect on how they feel about you. If you share your draft with them or give them a little room on the racetrack, they might do the same for you. If you give them a little side or get into them, they'll be sure to remember it. If you've burned some bridges out there, don't think you're off the hook once the race ends either. These guys have good memories, and in season and career modes, their feelings towards you carry over from race to race. Ever wonder what NASCAR drivers do with all those big shiny trophies they win? Well, in NASCAR Thunder 2004, you won't have to wonder anymore. Go to the features menu and visit your trophy room to check out all the hardware you've collected. There's even a spot reserved there for the most coveted trophy in all of racing, the NASCAR Championship Trophy. Speed Zone is another new game mode found in NASCAR Thunder 2004. In Speed Zone, you'll be able to brush up on all the different racing skills that you'll need to be competitive out on the track. But don't think this is going to be a leisurely walk in the park. Heck no, this is a competition. Hey, how are you going to learn without a little competitive pressure, right? Speed Zone offers drafting, passing, blocking, and time trial scenarios for you to compete in. You'll be awarded points based on how well you're able to do in each of the scenarios. As your score improves, you'll unlock more difficult levels to compete in within Speed Zone. NASCAR 101 is a new feature designed to teach you how to become a winning stock car driver by utilizing the game modes found in NASCAR Thunder 2004. This video will teach you the basics about each game mode and techniques for using these modes as a prep course for your debut on the NASCAR circuit. Access this video in the features menu by selecting NASCAR 101. Looking to make a career out of racing stock cars? Well, EA Sports has taken its career mode to a whole new level in NASCAR Thunder 2004. You'll start from humble beginnings and watch your team and its facilities rise to glory through 20 years of a career. As you and your team become successful NASCAR competitors, you'll see changes in your race facilities, allowing you to purchase new equipment to help build your team into a championship contender. Starting your own team can be a pretty overwhelming undertaking. Don't worry, the folks at EA Sports have included a series of tips designed to help you get started on a successful career in NASCAR Thunder 2004. Looking for a quick and easy way to save your game? Use the Quick Save feature to quickly and easily save information to your memory card PS2 from a variety of different screens in-game. When you see the Quick Save icon become active, that means you have something waiting to be saved. Press the R1 button to utilize Quick Save and to save your information whenever you see this icon on the screen. In NASCAR Thunder 2004, you'll also find a fresh new Lightning Challenge mode. The folks at EA Sports have added all new challenge scenarios and are ready for you to take on some of the craziest and most competitive moments from last year's NASCAR season. Along with all these new and exciting game features, EA Sports has thrown in a new batch of Thunder plates for you to unlock with the different game modes. These include everything from game cheats to shiny new paint schemes. So what are you waiting for? Now that you know what's new, it's time to get in the game. So pull those belts tight and let's get to racing. Welcome to NASCAR Thunder 2004, presented by EA Sports. So you want to learn what it takes to compete on NASCAR's biggest stage? Well, here's your chance. In NASCAR 101, we're going to give you some racing tips and teach you how to use the game modes found in NASCAR Thunder 2004 to help you master the art of driving a 3,500-pound stock car like a pro. So tighten your belts and get ready. First, it's time to learn the basics you'll need to know in order to get around each of the tracks on the NASCAR circuit. So you think driving on a NASCAR track is all about mashing the gas and turning left? Well, think again. Use the Thunder license mode to learn how to get around all the tracks NASCAR runs at. You'll want to pay close attention to mastering the art of hitting the right speeds at different areas of each track. And who better to help you learn this than the King himself, Richard Petty? Prior to each Thunder license event, the King will take you under his wing and teach you all the right speeds to hit at different spots on the track.
Once again, run off the gas and roll in the turn through. You want to keep your speed at about 170.
Then it's time for you to take the wheel of the Richard Petty Driving Experience car and make the King proud. Don't worry though, we're not going to leave you out there all by yourself. The coach you picked for Thunder license will be there on the track with you, giving you instantaneous feedback through radio communications.
Back off a little sooner.
Now, you see that line on the track? Well, keep an eye on it. It's the Informative Best Line, or IBL, and it shows you the perfect line around the track. The IBL will also let you know where the braking and acceleration points are on each track. When the line turns yellow, it's time to ease off the gas. When it's red, start getting on the brakes. Once you see it turn green again, hit the gas. Combine the IBL and just the right speeds, and you'll really be flying. When you're driving, use the left analog stick to drift the car up towards the wall on the straightaways and floor it to build up as much speed as you can. Then when you come up on a turn, hang the car out towards the outside wall. Lift off the throttle and drive the car down into the turn. You'll want to practice the right time to let off the gas before entering each turn. Here's a tip. Use objects on the track as benchmarks to help you remember where you let off the gas that one time you really got into the corner well. Then follow the Informative Best Line down the track. Drive your car down to the bottom of the track when keeping up as much speed as possible. Those Goodyear Eagles have a lot of grip, so don't be afraid to run it down in there hard. Hang on in the middle of the turn, and when you feel the car start to make its way through the corner, ease back into the gas and drift it towards the outside wall as you exit the turn. Don't get on the gas too early, or you'll pick up too much speed and smack the outside wall. It's all about timing in the turns. Sound like a lot? Well, don't worry. You'll have driving assist to help you out early on at each track in Thunder license mode for a little added help. So, once you've mastered the right lines and speeds around each track, you're ready to go racing, right? Well, not just yet. When you add 42 other cars to the mix, things change in a hurry. Speed Zone is a new mode in NASCAR Thunder 2004 that will help you prepare for some of the basic aspects of auto racing that you'll encounter when on the track with other drivers. Let's take a quick look at some of the things you'll be practicing in Speed Zone. First off, there's drafting. Drafting or slipstreaming is a racing technique in which drivers use the car in front of them to reduce wind resistance. With less resistance on the front of the car, you'll be able to suck right up to the car in front of you. In Speed Zone, you'll also practice passing. To finish first, you'll have to be good at passing cars out on the racetrack. Practice your passing in Speed Zone so you can gain valuable positions on race day. Make sure you pass carefully though. You don't want to bang up your race car out there. Once you've passed all the cars on the track, you'll be running up front. But look out, they're going to be gunning for you, so you'd better know how to block effectively. No problem, the Speed Zone feature allows you to practice blocking, so you'll be able to hold that valuable track position. In Speed Zone, you can also participate in time trial events to help you improve on getting through those tricky areas on the racetrack. Learning how to work quickly through those tight spots will help you pick up positions on race day. All of these lessons in Speed Zone will get you one step closer to being a real competitor out there on the track. Once you start successfully completing challenges in license mode in Speed Zone, you'll start earning Thunder plates, which will unlock items for you to use in the game. Now that you've learned the basics, I hope you've practiced what you've learned, because it's time to get out there and put it to use. So let's go to the Race Now feature of NASCAR Thunder 2004. This will give you the chance to hop in your favorite driver's ride for a single race. First thing you'll want to do when you get to the track is set up your car for the specific track you're at. Get out there and turn a few practice laps to find out what exactly could be better with the car. Think back to the laps you've turned in Thunder License and how you learned to correct lines and speeds around each track. You'll want to try and adjust your car to run those exact lap times. Also, make sure you use the other cars that are practicing on the track with you to see how your car handles running different lines and in traffic situations. When you're out there practicing, you want to look for two of the most common handling conditions your car may be suffering from. The first of these is a tight condition or push. This occurs when the front tires lose grip before the rear tires do, causing the vehicle to push up the racetrack in the turns. You'll notice this condition when you enter a turn at a reasonable speed and you can't get the car to turn through the corner. If this occurs in a race, let off the gas quickly so you don't get too far off your line and cause a wreck. A tight race car is usually a slow race car, since you have to bring the car to such a low speed in order for it to turn. You'll want to avoid this condition on race day. The second condition is a loose or free race car. This occurs when you try to turn the car and the back tires break traction, causing the car's rear end to come around. This again happens primarily in the turns and is a dangerous condition, since it can cause the car to fishtail out of control. With some nifty driving, you may be able to finesse a loose car around the track without losing too much speed, but you'll burn up your tires real quick.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy.
So what do you do to remedy those car handling problems? Head to Car Setup and try some different adjustments to see which one fits your driving style the best. Remember, not everyone likes the car to handle the same way, so set the car up to best suit your driving style. Don't get too carried away though. Make individual adjustments as you run practice laps. That way you can keep track of what each adjustment is doing to your car. Before you know it, you'll be a regular crew chief ready to call all the shots. So now that your car is set up, what are you waiting for? Get out there and qualify for the race. If you qualified towards the back or you're still not happy with your car's handling, then you might want to enter happy hour. No, not that happy hour. In NASCAR Happy Hour, you'll have one last chance to make those final adjustments to your car and test them out on the track. Well, it's race day. Time to put all the skills you've learned to the test. You might be thinking, hey, no problem. If someone gets in my way, I'll just give them the old chrome horn. Not so fast. You'll have to watch your manners out there on the track. NASCAR drivers don't take too kindly to pushing and shoving. You'll want to try and race clean to keep your number of allies out of the track at its highest. Because, hey, you never know when you might need that extra track space or that lap back. If you go out there and try throwing your weight around, you'll turn some competitors into rivals who won't be as courteous around you anymore. Or worse yet, they may just pay you back. Before you go off into the brave new world of season competition, take a while to enter Lightning Challenge mode. Here you'll find loads of real-world NASCAR race situations to negotiate your way through. These challenges will put you smack in the middle of some of last year's craziest situations. From giant wrecks to last-lap shootouts, you'll be thrust smack in the middle of the action. If there was ever a test for what you've learned so far, Lightning Challenge is it. Plus, you might pick up some more of those valuable Thunder plates. All right, now that you've been practicing different race scenarios and chalked up a couple races under your belt, you're ready to really get in the game. Season mode gives you the opportunity to take over your favorite driver's ride for an entire race season and see how you stand up in their racing shoes. Or if you really want, you can take over their teammate's car and drive alongside your NASCAR heroes. The key to a successful season is going to be consistent finishes. Keep in mind that every finishing position out on the track will get you points towards the NASCAR season standings. So concentrate on driving clean and staying out of trouble. You don't have to take the checkered flag in every race to win the championship. Remember, you'll be taking over for real NASCAR drivers here. So while you're in the driver's seat, try to uphold their reputation on the track, because unlike in Race Now, the rivalries and alliances you make during each event in season mode will carry over from race to race. So if you don't want to have a bunch of drivers gunning for your quarter panels, you'd best show your competition some respect out there. Keep an eye out for your allies on the track and try to run with them. They'll be more than happy to race with you and cut you some slack when you need it. Season mode will give you the opportunity to fine-tune your car setup skills on an established race car. Make sure to use all the practice time available to you before you get out there and race, because now there's points on the line, and you don't want to get called out on the track knowing you could have made some last-minute adjustments. Once you've mastered the art of driving and car setups, it's time to step into a whole new world of NASCAR racing and start your very own career from the ground up. Think you're ready? Well, let's get started. Career Mode is the ultimate NASCAR experience. It's up to you to build your race team from humble beginnings and claw your way through seasons to become either the next NASCAR legend or just another flash in the pan.
We finished in the back. We need to work a little harder next week.
Don't expect to be an overnight NASCAR sensation, though. You won't have the luxury of taking over an established ride right off the bat. Surround yourself with the best team your money can buy and try to lock up some sponsor to help you along financially. But remember, your team and sponsor are going to expect some results from their driver, so hire yourself the right personnel and sponsors before you take to the track. Then it's up to you to make the key decisions as you maintain your stable of cars and make key personnel decisions. It's good to be the boss, right? You'll be trying to make a name for yourself out there in the early going, so try to earn the respect of your fellow competitors. They're not going to take too kindly to some hotshot rookie coming in banging fenders. Just like in season mode, you'll have to maintain relationships with the other drivers out on the track. But unlike in season mode, you won't be starting off with any allies. Here, you'll have to earn them. Once you start making a name for yourself, coveted sponsors and highly qualified personnel will be knocking at the door to join your team. Make the right calls through the seasons of your career by selecting the best sponsors and grooming your team into a championship contender. Sound like a lot? Well, don't worry. Your friends at EA Sports have included career tips along the way to give you valuable pointers and guide you in your career. Well, now it's up to you. So get out there and start building your own legacy out on the track. With the game modes found in NASCAR Thunder 2004 to help you practice and some smart driving, you're sure to be the next contender for the championship.